My name is Michael. Watch me travel across every state in America. I'll visit some famous places, I'll visit some weird places, but more importantly, I'll try to interview the most inspiring and unique creatives I can find. So watch 4 seconds of me in front of walls and enjoy the rest of this vlog. Vermont is just gorgeous, people. Green stuff, and then the blue stuff too. All right, we're here, we found it. You guys are going to be amazed at this. This is the world's tallest filing cabinet. I don't know why this thing is not packed. It should be seen by all. It's amazing. Oh man, it's windy. And add to that my big fear of losing my drone again, so we're gonna call it a day. I got a few shots. I'm here in Sabrina's metal workshop, and I just met her for the first time, and she is super cool. So we're gonna bring in gear and set up for an interview.
You go on a family vacation, everybody's got a sketchbook, everybody's got an instrument of some sort. It's like we're the biggest geeks on the planet. All I ever wanted to do in life is make stuff. Welcome to Sabrina Land. So what I'm doing here is making the physical manifestation of Sabrina Land that runs around my head. This is 2 styrofoam Christmas trees. I got the catalog for RISD. I hold it up and go, this is where I want to go. My art teacher says, good luck. So that ended up leading to a job with Milliken & Company when I graduated. But my hands never got dirty. I could design something on the computer in the morning and have a woven sample on my desk the next day. I'm not there dyeing the fabric, and I'm not sitting at the loom threading the loom and doing the actual mechanics of making. And I missed that very much. Then this opportunity came up at my former high school to teach there. After I started teaching high school, the first summer, I did my very first blacksmithing, anvil dancing, and more at Penland School of Crafts.
Anvil dancing?
But the idea being that you're always moving and shifting around. You're not just standing and working at your anvil. You're moving around a lot. I went to Vermont College of Fine Arts, which is low residency MFA program. Then lo and behold, I got a phone call in 2010 and they said, do you want to come work for us? And I said, sure.
It seems like you like the
Oh,
tactile
I am so, it's all about material, but it's also about a conversation with these materials and the inherent content lying within the materials. Right? I can say things in my art with glass that I can't say with fabric, or that I can say with steel that I can't with, I don't know, styrofoam.
But if you hand me a bunch of materials, I'm like, I don't know how to say anything with this.
Well, this is the beauty, is you don't have to try so hard. You just make. You listen to the materials and you just make stuff. And they say something when you're done. They just do. It's not having to force the content into it. It's already there. Artists are the creators of and documenters of culture. The way we know about the Greeks and the Romans and everybody, guess what? Their art, their architecture, their plays. You know through the literature, you know through the paintings. That's how you know about the past. We make culture, but we also are documenting where we are. Have you ever been to a sculpture conference and everyone's like pulling up their sleeves and going, well, there's this one and this one? And, yeah. And you've heard about, you know, not wanting too many irons in the fire? Oh. That's the homage to Dr. Seuss. The true work of art is the life lived. All of the stuff you make along the way is just byproduct. Life is too short to say someday I'm gonna do. You have now. So now's what you should use.
Ben & Jerry's factory tour lies ahead. Almost to ice cream land.
We're going to go down to the flavor room and eat some ice cream. Does that sound good? Okay, this is where we're... Now the flavor we're going to try today, broccoli cheddar chunk, is a broccoli ice cream. I'm just kidding, of course. Grab your samples off the front of the tray.
This is all I've been
Does
waiting
anyone
for.
have any other questions for me?
Why do cows wear bells?
Their horns don't work.
Your horns don't work. I don't want this part of the tour to end. The tour at Ben & Jerry's was actually kind of cool, but they wouldn't allow any filming or photography inside of the mezzanine, and that's the coolest part because you can see the entire factory floor. I don't think they want their proprietary process just out there and known, but I will let you know that there is milk and sugar involved. So we are here at the location that I'm supposed to meet Sophie at. And I just got off the phone with her and she said that she's made arrangements like this before, and then last minute they try to spring like a fee on her. So whoever you guys were, shame on you. Artists deserve some shine and there shouldn't be a fee associated with that. So let's go meet her.
Growing up, I was more of like a wallflower, but my first like true feeling of like music was at camp, and we were doing Imagine by John Lennon in music class, and I said, you know, can I sing this? Because I loved singing, but it wasn't really part of me yet. That made my heart jump, you know? So I picked up the guitar after camp, and that was the moment where I just put the two together, and then from there, it's been like nonstop.
This is Life as a River. Is on fire, running by the river. Oh.
What genre, if you had to classify?
I would say acoustic with a little bit of indie, with a little bit of jazz. I was never classically taught. My guitar teacher, you know, was like, play me a song you like and we'll learn it. And you know, just seeing him able to hear a song and play it was like, okay, that's what I want to do. I don't care about the notes, I care about the sound.
Let's talk about the project that you're working on now.
I think my job as a musician is to kind of use music to, you know, as a platform to reach out to a lot of people and say, hey, like, thank you for listening to this, but hey, did you also hear about this little thing? So essentially the Congo Coffee Project is associated with this Pansy Foundation, which is responsible for implementing this coffee market in the Congo, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I learned that since it's a war-torn area, a lot of people have been essentially smuggling coffee across the river into Rwanda, and through this, like, a lot of people have died. Not only are women being mistreated, but men are kind of dying, and the local economy is kind of just like completely was depleted. Equal Exchange wanted to use their resources and their power and their connections and through the world and like their image of fair trade and extend, you know, their hands out to the Congo. They've hired, you know, people from the Congo to work there. The coffee that's produced there is sold like $1 or $2, goes back to the Pansy Hospital.
Did you know about what was happening in the Congo before this?
No, and that's why I'm like, music works. My goal with music is to look out to a group of people and say, I want you to turn to someone you don't know, shake their hands, and become friends. You know, music has this power to, A, make people feel inclined and to do something and emotional, and you connect with the musician. No matter what, you can have two completely different people in a room who don't even know each other, don't even speak the same language, turn on whatever Billy Joel song, and they might both like, ooh, you know, I know this song, and then they connect. And it's, it just takes playing music. The hardest thing I think with music is just everybody I know is like, oh, you should do something practical. I genuinely can't see myself doing something else, you know, that, and I've devoted so much of my life to music, and like I just love music so much, you know, would I be happy doing something else and not doing music? No, so I'm gonna do music. You're always going to be who you are, no matter what you go through. Stand your ground and be who you are, and don't change because your environment changes. I think nothing is final, and just take risks. Like, genuinely take risks. I take risks.
My body is for the earth, my soul is for the universe. Oh, 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 oh. I hate to think back to all the things that we would do, but we don't.
All right, so we are done in Vermont. There was still a lot to do. I didn't visit Lake Champlain. The only other thing that I regret was I wasn't able to find Bernie to ask him if he was my biological father. Regardless, Vermont was very beautiful. I liked my stay there, and it's time to get to the next state.
Yeah, that happens all the time. That happened today, actually. This is not my guitar. Yeah!